up, we have many summer writing and math opportunities. Tommy the Titan is back again to give us some testing tips.
You like golfing? Well, we have a club just for you. More about the club and the call-out meeting later.
And of course, we have all our top stories and club news to report on. This is your Times Today by students for students.
Coming to you live on tape from 306. This is Titans Today, Northside Middle School weekly announcement broadcast. Today is April 24, 2023. Now let's go to the newsroom with your host, Evie.
Good afternoon, Titans. I'm Evie, and welcome to this week's edition of Titans Today. Over the weekend, I got to hang out with my best friend for my birthday, and I was looking forward to having some free time at home. With that being said, let's turn to the news. Island testing continues this week. We'll be on a modified schedule. Make sure to have your Chromebook charged. And finally, make sure to check Schoology to find out what testing room you are in. Teachers, listen up because this one's for you. The Indiana Writing Project is offering a summer institution for any teacher. The dates are May 20th on campus, June 3rd on Zoom, and June 5th through 8th, and June 13th through 16th. It is free for all. Muncie teachers' past participations have left this institution calling it the best PED they've ever. The application deadline is April 30th. Now, students, it's your turn to listen up again. The Indiana Writing Project is also offering a 2-week multi-genre writing camp for students entering grades 4th through 12th. The students will participate in creative workshop experience, working together and helping one another grow as writers. They'll write stories, poems, and more, while taking a close look at the power of word, choice, voice, organization, sentence fluency, and presentation. This takes place on Monday through Friday, June 12th to 23rd, 2023, at 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. The Black Health and Beauty Show starts Saturday, April 29th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. This is a free community event, and a vendor space is also free. For the first year, Mad Jack's goal is to connect the Black community with health resources. Congratulations to the 55 Muncie Central Early College Bearcats. If you need help signing into your IB Tech account, please contact Mr. Reichart. Information regarding an informal. Pizza night celebration will be sent home. Attention 21st century scholars, all 8th graders at Northside Middle School must have these turned in by the end of the year. See Ms. Marlatt or Ms. Roberts for more information. Guess what, students? The library is finally open to all grades. Just sign up to make a visit for all the books you can read. And those are our top stories for today. Testing is almost over. This is the last week of testing for 7th and 8th graders. So let's give it our all. Now to you, Renaya, to hear about this week's weather and Destiny has what happened on this day in history.
Today's weather, look for conditions to be sunny with a little bit of clouds, with a high of 55 degrees and a low of 35 degrees. The rest of the week looks to include cloudy weather with little to no rain, with the highs in the high 50s and the lows in the high 40s. Then looking at this weekend, this Saturday will be cloudy with some sunshine, with a high of 67 degrees and a low of 49 degrees. And Sunday will be cloudy with a high of 66 degrees and a low of 48 degrees. That's all for this weather in Titan TV land and beyond now for this time in history with Destiny.
Maya Newman, an American actress, Zeke and Luther, who was born in Manhattan Beach, California. Also on this day, 1997, Ivan Seaship, who was a famous golfer, was born in Seoul, South Korea. And in this sporting world, in 1996, Ashley Barton, an Australian tennis player, was born in Pittswich, Australia. And finally, today is National Bucket List. Go make some plans for this day. And that is a look at what happened on this day in history. Now back to you, Evie.
Thank you, Destiny. It is that time again to see another wonderful adventure in the world of Tommy the Titan. This time he has learnings and test-taking tips. Take a look.
Hello, Northside, and welcome to the latest edition of The Adventures of Tommy Titan. We know at Northside that it is always good to give your best effort. In fact, that is our motto. The secret is effort. TSIE. Being great at the things that take no talent. We're going to look at our student today. His name is Tommy Titan. That's right, Tommy Titan. He is the little brother of the famous Terry Titan. Terry was an honor roll student, a gifted athlete, and a favorite student among so many teachers. And then there's Tommy. Tommy, well, he needs our help today.
He has some challenges, and he has some upcoming tests to take. So let's help Tommy today on great test-taking strategies. Listen carefully to the teacher's instructions. Tommy, here's your teacher giving very important instructions, and you are totally distracted. It's going to be really difficult for you to give your best on the test if you don't know what the instructions are. Now let's try this again. Listen carefully to the teacher's instructions. Listen very carefully. Remember, your teacher wants you to be successful, but they cannot give you hints on the test. It is your time to shine. So listen, 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 and then succeed on the test. Estimate the time of the test and determine how much time you need to spend on each question. Read directions carefully. Tommy, it's easy to get distracted, and it's easy to be in a rush. Remember that others may finish before you. Tommy, 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 what are you doing? This is not a race. Don't worry if others finish before you. Read the directions carefully. How many times should you read the directions? I say, until you understand the directions, then you can start answering the questions. Pay close attention to key instruction words. Read the question until you understand the question. And again, slow down and be careful. Make sure you answer all parts of the questions. And don't forget, Tommy, this is not a race. This is your chance to do your very best. So slow down and read carefully. Use process of elimination. Tommy, here you are writing every answer as the letter A. Now you know that that is highly improbable. Use some multi-choice test tips like eliminating potential answers that you know to be incorrect. If you are not sure of the answer, use the process of elimination, and then you have a better chance of getting the question right. Way to go, Tommy. Tommy, you sure did learn a lot of good lessons today. You are exhibiting to students the Titan way, which always comes down to effort. Being great at the things that take no talent. TSIE, the secret is effort.
Thank you, Tommy and friends. Now it is time to see what our Titans have been doing in the world of sports. Take it away, Drevin.
What's poppin', mini Drevins? It's time for sports with Drevin, hosted by me, yeah boy, Drevin. We are still in track season mode right now, so let's take a look at this week's schedule. Starting with Wednesday, Hump Day, Muncie North will face both Elwood and Anderson Highland at Elwood's track. This meet begins at crisp 5 p.m. Then, Friday is the day for champions. Muncie North will compete in the city championship. This will take place at the Ball State track beginning at 5:15 p.m. Track might be our only official sport for the spring season, but we have a new opportunity coming up starting in May. Mr. Rector and Mr. Williams are starting a golf club. There is an informational meeting this Thursday for 10 minutes in room 208. I love the spring season. This is the perfect time to set new goals for yourself as well as both mentally and physically. One way to help you in this journey is to attend Zero Hour. Zero Hour is open to all male and female students who want to work on their form, build character, and develop a culture. Zero Hour is not weightlifting. It is building athleticism. It is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 4:15 to 4:45 in the gym. Well, that's all I have for this week. But never I fear, I will see you next week right here in Studio 306D. The D stands for Drevin. Back to you, Evie.
Thanks, Drevin. It is time to say happy birthday to some Titans. I hope that you have a great time celebrating your birthday during this week. And test your knowledge with this week's trivia challenge. Take it away, Renaya.
Thanks, Ivy. We are excited to celebrate our Titans by wishing them a happy birthday today. Happy birthday to Malia B, Stanley C, Seth D, Carlos E, Lucinda F, Tegan F, Adeline G, Nikila H, Jackson J, Brittany LM, Amara M, Landon M, Echo P, Giselle S, Jetta V. Those are all the birthdays. It is now time to test your trivia knowledge with this week's trivia challenge, Destiny.
Thanks, Rihanna. Last week's answers for what class has the attribution INNMAK was PLTW Invaders and Makers, which is taught by Mr. Carter. The success class of Miss Cardi, Miss Mazzell, S. Pierce, Miss Hall, Miss Till, Miss Collins guessed the correct answer. This put Miss Cardi in first with 3 points. Now it's time for the week's question in our broadcast class. We say every broadcast should have ACEs. C stands for clarity, E stands for engagement, S stands for smooth. What does the A stands for? Guess the broadcast and send your answer in using the info hub. That's all for trivia challenge. Now back to you, Evie.
Thank you, Destiny. A bunch of wonderful clubs are happening all the time around this school, and it's time to explore them. To help with this, here is club news for this week. Homework help is Monday through Thursday. You must have a permission slip to come. Thank you, Mr. Pryor and the Pryor Foundation for sponsoring us. See someone in the front office for a virtual option. Do you feel like playing music? If so, come on down to the band room from 8 a.m. to 8:45 a.m. on Wednesdays. And remember, you don't have to be in band to join. D&D Club meets every Wednesday from 4 to 5:30 p.m. Ask Mr. Hart if you have any questions. Join one of our Titan Choir clubs. Both clubs in the choir room from 8 a.m. till 8:45 a.m. Enter the building at door 8. Rise and Shine Christian athletes meet in the choir room on Friday, 8 a.m. to 8:45 a.m. The more the merrier. The MNS Writing Center is for people who want to expand their writing abilities. It is only for 8th graders only during 8th grade lunch. See Dr. C for more information. The 6th grade book club will be meeting with Miss Turner in her room during lunch. They are currently reading The Loser and Stargirl. You guys will meet every Friday. Cooking Club with Group B will be meeting with Miss Raines on April 28th. That's all the club news we have to report on today. Remember, Mr. Williams wants us to be in at least 3 clubs or sports this year. So hurry and join one of the mentioned clubs while you can. Drevin, it's pretty awesome that some of us are in the last week of testing.
Yes, make sure to use some of those tips that Tommy taught us today. I know I will.
Thank you, students and teachers, for watching today's Titan Today broadcast, and it's been so much fun being here. Tune in next Monday for more news. Until next time, I'm Evie.
And I'm Drevin.
And as always, stay classy, Titans.
This has been a...
Would you rather speak every language or be able to speak every language? Could you imagine how hard? I got a wife and kids, man. You don't have to do this. Richard, kill it. Just kill it already. Please, I swear I won't hurt you. It won't hurt you, I swear. And how do you know? Huh? It's not like you could speak to the thing. Yeah, well, about that.
production.